Hi friends, Julie Cross here. I sometimes get people sort of talking to me about, how can I really make a difference in the world, and, I want to leave a legacy and I want to do something great in the world. And I just think we miss so many everyday opportunities where we have a stage to do just that. And in doing that, who knows where that leads, but we don't do it because it's going to lead somewhere. We do it because we are committed to making a difference in the world. So making a difference in the world is not something, I want to do just on my stage when I get it. Because that isn't congruent to me. That's not authentic. And I don't think it would flow as being authentic if I didn't do that, if I didn't do it everywhere else in my life. So for me, and that doesn't mean I don't mess up sometimes, I do, but for me, making a difference, if that's what I want to live by, of leaving people better than I found them when I'm on the stage, then there's many stages I can get to do that on. And sometimes I miss them, but now I just want to be so much more conscious of it. And it made me reflect on a story, and it was after I just moved house from Petrie in here to Redcliffe. And Thomas was having trouble getting the trains organised and with his autism, and he was getting very stressed and anxious. And I walked with him to the bus station one morning to make sure that the bus arrived at time so he could get to the train on time because he was so stressed about it. So he walked up and his anxiety was high and he was stressed, so he kind of sat over there and I sat over here, and he didn't want to talk to me because that's how he is when he's stressed, and he was a little grumpy. And so I'm just sitting there trying to keep it together, thinking if this bus driver doesn't turn up today with this train on time so that we can get to the train, and I'm going to be stressed. And so it was kind of, we were both a bit tense. And so we're sitting there, and then this lady I noticed walks up, and so she comes and sits down, and I did notice she was an elderly lady, and I noticed she had a little badge on her, and it said vision impaired. And she had a walking stick, and so she sat down on the seat where I was sitting. And so we kind of said hello to each other, and I was adjusting my attitude and being nice and said hello. And then we had a bit of a chat, and she said to me then, she said, "Could you please let me know if bus number 695 comes? Because I can't see very well." And I said, "Oh, that's fine." And I said, "No problem." So we were chatting, and Thomas was over there cussing at me out of the corner of his eye. And then, lo and behold, Thomas's bus comes, and it comes on time. Yes! And so Thomas gets on the bus, and I send him off. And now my head's thinking about all this work I've got to get back and do and catch up on, and calls I've got to make. And so my head started going there. And then I was just so relieved that the bus turned up and we were okay. But then I turned to Rosemary and I went, "Oh," because her bus hadn't come yet. And is she going to see the bus? There was no one else there. So I said, "Oh, Rosemary, are you going to be all right to catch your next bus?" And she said, "Oh, no, are you able to wait with me?" Now, in that instant, my head said, "Oh, but I've got all this work to do, and there's all this stuff I've got to catch up on." And then my heart whispered to me, and the universe whispered to me, "But this is your work. Right now, with this fellow human, this is your work. This is making a difference in the world. This is walking that talk, all those memes that everybody posts on Facebook. This is your moment. So take this stage that you've got and make a difference in the world for somebody." But see, sometimes we avoid doing it because it's not going to be the thing that's going to make us famous or go viral, or that everyone's going to share, or that, or everyone's going to know about, and it's not going to be on morning TV. But this is how we make a difference in the world, is every individual taking the stage they've got, wherever that is, and leaving somebody better than you found them, and giving something of yourself to somebody. And you never know where that leads. But you don't do it because it's going to lead somewhere. You do it because it just feels so good to have done it. And I don't always get it right, but I want to notice more and more of those moments that I've missed, where I could just extend and open my heart. Because, you can post the meme on Facebook that morning about everybody should be kinder and more patient with each other. But then I get on a plane and I watch, the reaction of everybody around the baby that's screaming, and the looks that they're giving to the mother. And I think, "Oh, you missed it. You missed it. You're not walking your talk. You just had your stage. To walk your talk, to make the meme come alive that you posted on Facebook this morning." So it's when we truly get that we will attract more of what we really want into our life, when we just take the stage that we've got right now and bring the best of ourselves to it. So, that's just my thoughts today on that one. Okay, see ya.